Well, welcome back to Mimi Mommy's Kitchen, where I have found most of my wisdom. I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about where I've come from and how I see the world today. Very different than I saw 2-3 years ago. And really, I want to help you to understand. And it came to me as I was making my grandmother, Mimi Mommy's pizza. So I want to share that story with you today. And as I was gathering all the ingredients, gotta have some really good olive oil, some really good garlic. But I started putting the ingredients together, and it's kind of a sticky situation if you ever made dough before. Everything was sticking to my hands, didn't look like anything was working. And I just kept working it and working it and working it. All of a sudden, the dough started to take form. And it was looking really good, but it needed to rest. My grandmother always told me, Mimi, you gotta make sure you let it rest. So I thought to myself, wow, I always feel better when I rest, but I had just never given myself permission to rest. Because until you rest, like the dough, you cannot become all you were meant to be. Because within your heart, when you are truly connected, that's where your creativity lies. That's how art is created. You are co-creating with your creator the life that you're choosing. And if you're not choosing to rest, you're not becoming all that you can be. So once you work the dough and work it, you let it rest, then it starts rising. So rising within yourself, all that you were meant to be, the gifts that you were born with. And what I've learned, it's not about me anymore. It's really about all the other people in the world that need to hear the message that God has given me to bring to the world. So, it's very important for you to rest. Because when you rest, what happens, it's not just sitting there doing nothing. That's what I used to think about resting. I'm not accomplishing anything. What am I doing? Have I lost my mind? No. When you're resting, just like the dough here, you're allowing all the ingredients to work together. And by working, it's causing heat. It's causing friction. And it's causing the ingredients to come together and be all that it can be together. So hopefully that will give you some comfort. You're not supposed to do life by yourself. We as human beings, we're created to be connected. So by resting, you start looking at your ingredients. What's gonna make this dough taste a little better? Could I put a little garlic in it? Maybe I might want to put a little spinach in it. So you start creating, you start wondering. We have lost our sense of wonder. So I want you to wonder today. What ingredients are in your life that are not making your dough rise? I want you to rise. I want you to rise to your influence. Because when you do, that dough and this dough becomes all that it was meant to be. And this particular dough is going to make a great pizza. I hope you enjoy.